Afternoon, viewers, na listeners. Thank you for joining me on Bougainville Parliament TV, where me will bringing me live coverage on Parliament sitting on Bougainville Parliament long YouTube channel. Na two me bringing live coverage long all the listeners long NBC Bougainville. So suppose you will come inside long across Bougainville long NBC. Bougainville na along mainland PNG na across the globe along YouTube channel blon Bougainville Parliament TV mi platok welcome Ken long afternoon coverage blong Parliament sitting where I come up now long Kubu time blue me Emmy stop time blue me now long Chambers, and me saw him 11 past 2 Bougainville Standard Time. Na today, and me Thursday, number 11 day, Blue Moon, June 2026. So, me welcoming me back long afternoon session, blon Parliament tete, na long display time while waiting some more members na speaker, blue Parliament lo coming inside lo Chambers. You may look back long one of all discussions have been come up long morning part of this sitting today. So long tete morning this members grievances only been put him so this members grievances only been losing past them now only been given time long President Bluyumi, His Excellency Honorable Ismail Torwama long make him statement long in response long bipartisan committee report will have been present in long National Parliament long last week. So President been making mo lo tok long lo display na behind lo display you have been harim ministerial statement na update si kamlong Minister blon Infrastructure na Utilities Honorable Patrick Nisira. So this la tupla olo statement si bin come up long morning session Bluyumi, and then only been go lunch you may been go break na now mi bla come back and long joining you back long this afternoon session. Lo this time now by me go back and lo Chambers na you may join him now. Deputy Speaker come sit down in lo Chambers na by me starting back this afternoon session.
Listen down. Honorable members, the House is adjourned to suspended to 2:30 p.m. Thank you. Thank you.
Talks of again long all of viewers Bluyumi, House ME suspended. Given time long all members, some more members lo come inside lo Chambers long this sitting. So Deputy Speaker Honorable Rose PA may been come inside na suspend him House because you know that plenty of members is up inside lo Chambers, and so sitting ME suspended for some time, give him some minutes more long all of members lo come inside lo Parliament, and then sitting proper by start. So me suspend you may wait him now all members lo come inside na one time this you may look ta solo usat all the members is step inside long Chambers long tete avinun. Okay, I look save also President Bluyumi no stop Emi travel out tete long join him all Bougainvilleans long Ley Morbe province for the ABG Foundation Day celebration whereby come up long hap. So President in stop but one time Yumi long Chambers Tete Avenue, Yumi got Vice President na Attorney General Honorable Ezekiel Massat Emi stop. Ezekiel Massat Emi stop one time Yumi Tete Avenue. Yumi got Leader of Government Business na Minister of Law and Education Honorable Thomas Pataku Emi stop one time Yumi. Two, Yumi got Minister of Law and Infrastructure and Utilities Honorable Patrick Nisira Emi stop. Minister of Law and Finance and Treasury Honorable Albert Punghao Emi stop inside Lon Chamber Pinis. Minister of Law and Lands Honorable Henry Potabu Emi stop inside Lon Chambers. Na two, Minister of Long Health Honorable Delutz Semoso emi stop inside long chambers. Me to look save long Yumi look save too long Minister of Long Police na Correctional Services Honorable Willie Matthew emi stop Law Chamber. Minister of Law and Veterans Honorable Junior Dines Lake emi stop. Minister of Law and Fisheries, Marine Resources na Climate Change Honorable Amanda Masono emi stop Law Chambers too. Na Yumi got to Minister of Law Community Government, Minister of Community Government Honorable Milton Tukana emi stop inside long chambers. Look long olo narapla olo ordinary members stop inside. You make got a member belong South Nasio Honorable Justin Borja emi stop lo chambers. Member Makimolo People Blo Kokoda constituency Honorable Philip Pinaung emi stop lo chambers. Member Makimolo People Lo Suir constituency Honorable Luke Caraston emi stop. Member Makimolo People Blon Baba constituency Honorable Lawrence Namusi emi stop. Na yumi look sa tu long member Makim Olo People long Kopi constituency Honorable Kenneth Penyai emi stop to long chambers. Member Blon Tonole Honorable Thomas Naisi emi stop. Yumi got member Blon Taunita Tiop Honorable Naptalai Pango emi stop to long chambers. Member Makimolo People long paid constituency Honorable Hubert Matara emi stop long chambers too. Member Makimolo People long Kungara Honorable NST Tedu emi stop pinis long chambers. Na member Makimolo People blon Haku constituency Honorable Patrick Colles emi stop inside long chambers. Two miluksave long member belong Titelato constituency Honorable John Bosco Ragu emi stop inside long chambers as well. So these all members where me call him tete as you walk na tok only stop inside long chambers waiting this afternoon session loan start. Yes, Deputy Speaker Honorable Rose P. been come go inside the chambers, but since in no got plenty of member inside long chambers, may suspend him house na yumi woklon wait him now. Sampla more members na ministers lo come inside lo chambers, and then afternoon session blue me by start. Na time yumi woklo tok member blong taunita inputs, Honorable David Brown, me come inside long chambers. Yes, me come inside long chambers long Tete Avenue. Na you got member makim all people lo baubake. Honorable John Paul Bobby, and come inside long chambers, and come inside long chambers as well. So yes, all our members, na some all ministers where me call him all name long all is tapping is inside, but as you can see, plenty long all turu ino coming yet. So now you me walk on waiting more come because Deputy Speaker me suspend him sitting. And we talking no plenty line to mass, so you may suspend him. Now waiting time only come inside, then session lotete avenue and by start. So plenty long all plenty olosia me still empty yet. Garamuti bin walk pire up outside. Sing out him all members lo come inside na you may wait yet. Lo sampla mo ikam. But a very good afternoon to our viewers. If you are tuning in on the YouTube channel, Bougainville Parliament TV, bringing you live coverage of the Parliament sitting this afternoon, being Thursday, the 11th of June, 2026. This is the 17th sitting, and the sitting had started this week. For those of you who just joined us, wherever you are tuning in from, either from within Bougainville, across mainland PNG, or across the globe as well. Thank you so much for being part of us and watching the discussions that are going on in the floor of Parliament here at the Bougainville House of Representatives in Kubu. Bringing this coverage to live long NBC Bougainville. Suppose you want listener you tuning come inside the Bougainville, NBC Bougainville Auckland bring him relay him this live to sitting Bougainville House of Representatives. So yes, sitting and we've been start long Tuesday afternoon. For viewers who've just joined us, this sitting for the Bougainville House of Representatives had started on Tuesday this week. We're looking back or recapping the presentations or discussions that had gone on in Parliament. On Tuesday this week, we had the Bougainville Mining Amendment Bill 2026 was presented by the Minister for Mining and Petroleum, who is also our President, Honorable Ishmael Toroma, had presented this bill on Tuesday. Following that bill, we had the ministerial statement by the Minister for Fisheries, Marine Resources and Climate Change, Honorable Amanda Masono. And then we had a motion in Parliament to establish the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on HIV/AIDS. And the motion was presented on the floor of Parliament on Tuesday, and in this Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on HIV and AIDS, we had 5 committee members, and this included Honorable Caroline Poli, member for Mahari, Honorable Teresa Barananko, member for Women Central, Honorable Lawrence Namusi, member for Baba, Honorable David Miring Toro, member for Yoro, and Honorable Hubert Pius Matara, member for PAID, as committee members for this Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on HIV/AIDS. So these were what transpired during the sitting on Tuesday afternoon. So also on that, The statement by the Minister for Fisheries, Marine Resources and Climate Change was debated on Tuesday, and the debate on the Bougainville Mining Amendment Bill 2026 was moved to the next day. So on Wednesday, the 10th of June 2026, which was yesterday, the House had debated on the Bougainville Mining Amendment Bill 2026. Discussions on that were done on Wednesday, yesterday's sitting. And following that debate, there was debate resumed on statements made from previous sittings. A ministerial statement from the Minister for Primary Industries, Honorable Clarence Dempsey. The statement made from previous sitting was debated on yesterday, and also ministerial statement by the Minister for Police and Correctional Services, Honorable Willie Matthew. His statement was also debated yesterday. So those were the debates, discussions yesterday in the floor of Parliament, Lon Kubu Parliament House or Bougainville House of Representatives, Bleyumi. And this morning, Thursday, we had the President of Bougainville, His Excellency Honorable Ishmael Torwama, who presented his response in a statement, response to the bipartisan committee report that was presented in the National Parliament. Honorable President had to make his response as a statement this morning here on the floor of Parliament, Bleyumi, Bougainville. And following his statement, we had a ministerial statement by the Minister for Infrastructure and Utilities, Honorable Patrick Nisira. So those were the statements that were made in the morning session today, and the House was suspended for lunch, and we did come in for the afternoon session, but since there was not enough quorum in the chambers, not enough members in the chambers, and so the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Rose P.A., suspended the sitting, giving time for other members and ministers, those that are yet to come into the chambers, and then they will resume the session this afternoon. But for viewers and listeners, hopefully in this afternoon session, we look forward to hearing what the Vice President of Bougainville, Honorable Ezekiel Massat, has to say with regard to the sessional order that was presented in the National Parliament this week. Vice President will have something to say on that this afternoon, so stay in tune with us. By me harim yet long Vice President Bleyumi, Honorable Ezekiel Massat long wanemol tok bin come up long National Parliament long this week. So all of you was important lo you tune come inside, or suppose you got data, you go inside long YouTube channel long Bougainville Parliament. Now watching me live on Bougainville Parliament TV, where me bringing you live coverage blong this sitting blong Bougainville. Time to me now, Sanabul Sem 2:30 of Bougainville Standard Time. Na you may walk long wait yet. Long members he come inside long chambers. But me look some more member he come inside. Me look savelo Minister blon Commerce, Trade and Economic Services, Honorable Robin Wilson. And me come back inside long, or me come Lord Chambers Beneath. Na tu you may look him member imaki molo people long Selau constituency, Honorable Paul Chung, emi come inside long chambers, emi come kisim sia long inside long chambers. Planti mo sia emi empty yet, olo member ino come in yet. Also na deputy speaker ino come inside yet long chambers, but yumi walk long stop with him. Sampla mo members lo come inside. Blongonem planti olo sia i stop empty yet norat olo member i sit down longem. So yumi walk lon wait him yet all members lo come. So yes, emi Thursday number 11 day blue moon June 2026. This plamantu emi special lo yumi lo Bougainville. Blongonem long June 15, next week Monday to Sol, June 15, anniversary, 21st anniversary blong Foundation Day blong Autonomous Bougainville Government. Okay, long history, long June 15, 2001, you may been got this bla establishment blong Autonomous Bougainville Government. Number one time long June 15, 2001. Okay, you may come Hamas players come na tete long display year 2026, and now government blame me and up and back come up 21 years long display time, which na celebration and back come up long Monday, 15th of June 2026. So yes, this la event important through long history of Bougainville, where peace been come up behind him peace. You may now come up him government plo yumiet, long look out him yumiet na display government emi bring him come 21 years na nambelo display time planti something ni come up. You may go inside long referendum long 2019 long vote long political status blo Bougainville na you miss lo history mi talk 97.7% ibin vote long independence lo display referendum vote. So behind him display vote, display government blo yumi Autonomous Bougainville Government emi go inside lon make him planti or lo walk one time national government lo rerem yumi coming up lon display political status where yumi like him longem na yes planti all agreements, planti all meeting, planti all bungi come up na yumi save lon political timeline blo yumi president blo yumi emi talk out pinis o sem yumi like isim independence long 1st of September 2027. This date emblon next year tasol na yumi one inside la Bougainville one em walk blo yumi challenge blo yumi now tate yumi ready long inapim this bla walkabout where government walk long straight him blo yumi behind him like na tintin blo Bougainvilleans time only been vote. This bla ask him me go back lo yumi one inside long Bougainville. Na yes, planti ol tok come up long national parliament where we work long make him all this discussions long walk about Bougainville towards its independence. Na you miss have long social media planti ol comments, planti ol tok come up you me walk long look long na long this week 2 also me talk long national parliament sitting. Minister blon Bougainville Affairs emi been presenting this sessional order igolong parliament na wanem something only been talk long lo this national parliament now lon this session hopefully lon tete avinun pa imi harim yet long vice president lo yumi honorable Ezekiel Masat lon ceremony ting long lon display all the discussions we've been come up long national Parliament. So one play important tok where yumi waklun wait long harim. So me pla lusim lo good pla lo viewers bla yumi na lo listeners wherever you may be in tune to. We look forward to hearing from the Vice President his views or commentary on what was presented on the floor of Parliament at the National Parliament. So you may wait in this la. Look back long all members. You may wait him yet. Some more members lo come inside, but long time lo session blame lo tete afternoon by Yumi Woklon waiting met some lo members lo come up. Some ministers is stopping is inside lo chambers. Most of our ministers in the chambers already. We are patiently awaiting other members that are yet to come in. Hopefully, if you are one of the members that's outside the chambers and in tune to the live broadcast, you are still being, or you're still required to attend this session, so the members are still waiting for you to come in. So wherever you may be, please do make your way to the chambers for this afternoon session to come. But we go back and look at the members, the members that are already in the chambers this afternoon. So we have the member for Haku constituency, Honorable Patrick Collis, is in the chambers. We also have the member for Yoro constituency, Honorable David Miring Toro, and me stop inside Lon chambers. You may got him to member Makimolo people Lon Town at the Tinputs constituency, Honorable David Brown, and me stop along chambers. Member Makimolo people Lon Kokuda constituency, Honorable Philip Pinaung, and me stop to inside long chambers. Member Makimolo people belong Paid constituency, Honorable Hubert Matara, and me stop inside long chambers as well. Member Makimolo people belong Suir constituency, Honorable Lucara Stone, and me stop. Member Makim Kopi constituency, Honorable Kenneth Penyai, and me stop inside long chambers. You may got member Blo Rotokas constituency, Honorable Martin Avawata, and me stop inside long chambers. You may got member Makim all people in town at Tiop, Naptalai Pango, and me stop. Member Makim all people blon Kereaka constituency, Lucas Bierepi, and me stop inside long chambers. Na Yumi got member Makim all the people blown Tonolei, Honorable Thomas Naisi, na two member Makim all the people blown Tewa constituency, Raymond Nacy, Honorable Raymond Nacy, Makimola people blow Tewa constituency, and me stop inside long chambers tete afternoon. Okay, me look into member blon Baba, Honorable Lawrence Namusi, and me stop na member Makimola people blon Torokina, Honorable Fabian Epota, and me come inside Lord Chambers now. So display all members play you me. Two you may got member Makimolo people blon Mahari constituency, Honorable Caroline Poli, and me stop inside Lord Chambers. Member Makimolo people blon Tsitelato, Honorable John Bosco Ragu, and me stop. Member Makimolo people blon South Nasio constituency, Honorable Justin Borja and me stop to inside long chambers. Okay, na look long minister, you may got Vice President, na Attorney General, Honorable Ezekiel Massad and me stop long chambers. You may got Minister blon Commerce, Trade and Economic Services, Economic Development, Honorable Robin Wilson, Mr. Blon Chambers, Honorable Minister Blon Health, Honorable Delut Semoso, and Mr. Nzelo Chambers, Minister Blon Lenz, Honorable Henry Jones Potable, and Mr. Nzelo Chambers, and to Minister Blon Infrastructure and Utilities, Honorable Patrick Nisira, all East Up Long Chambers. To you may look save along Minister Blon Police, now Correctional Services, Honorable Willie Matthew, Mr. Minister Blon Veterans, Honorable Junior Linus Dake, and Mr. Pincelo Chambers. You may got Minister Blon Fisheries, Marine Resources and Climate Change, Honorable Amanda Masono, and Mr. Pincelo Chambers. Now to you may got Minister Blon Community Government, Honorable Milton Tukana, Oli staff. So this plan all ministers Oli staff inside long chambers. Na you may walk along with him. All all members na all ministers where only yet lo come in the chambers time only come na time Deputy Speaker blong Parliament Honorable Rose P. Hay, one time clerk lo Parliament come inside lo chambers, then by me starting back afternoon session blong today. So Deputy Speaker, he been come inside long 2 o'clock. That's all, he been nogat plenty of members. All members of Parliament have been plenty too much inside long chambers. Na may been suspend him sitting. So you may walk low, give him time. Long all narapla all members na ministers long come inside long chambers. Then time Deputy Speaker of Parliament he come inside. Long chambers then session long tete avenue by he start back. But suppose you joining me plan out son, me plan welcoming you long this plan Bougainville Parliament TV where me plan bringing you live coverage long sitting. And suppose you've been stopping tune one time me plan long Tuesday yet coming up now. Me plan talk thank you through long you been in up long stopping tune na haremolo talk. Now the debates we've been work come up long Parliament play you me here along Bougainville. So also me talk pinis Tuesday time sitting have been start. You may been got this la Bougainville Mining Amendment Bill 2026. Minister blong mining petroleum usatu mi President Bleyumi and may been presenting this bla bill. Behind long display you may been got Minister blon Fisheries, Marine Resources na Climate Change. I may been making statement long na only been a debate, make him debate on top of this statement. And then you may been got to motion loan establishing Parliamentary Portfolio Committee blow HIV and AIDS na long display only been mark him all members lo come up committee blown display portfolio Honorable Caroline Poli, member belong Mahari, Honorable Teresa Barananco, member belong Women's Law Central, Honorable Lawrence Namusi, member belong Baba, Honorable David Miringtoro, member belong Yoro, na Honorable Hubert Pais Matara, member belong Paid Olsem Olo. Committee members belong this Parliamentary Portfolio Committee belong HIV na AIDS. So this all talk where been come up along number 1 sitting on Tuesday this week. long Wednesday, aste, only been working a debate long this Bougainville Mining Amendment Bill 2026. Na behind long this only been given time long olo a debate lo come up or debate long olo ministerial statements we've only been making long previous sittings. So as the debate been come up long ministerial statement long Minister long Primary Industries, Honorable Clarence Dempsey been making long previous sitting, only been working debate or talk antap long na two long ministerial statement long Police na Correctional Services where Honorable Willie Matthew Minister long been making talk na only been working debate antap long so this la been all debates antap long ministerial statements we only been making lo previous sittings. One been come up long session long aste. Long parliament sitting long today, Yumi Harim now President Honorable Ismail Torwama, me been making response or statement long bipartisan committee report we only been presenting long national parliament. So President been making talk antap long this committee report. Na behind long Yumi Harim ministerial statement long Minister blon Infrastructure na Utilities Honorable Patrick Nisira. Behind lo this statement now, House been suspend for lunch. Now li been talk boli resume back long 2 o'clock Bougainville Standard Time. Long sampla minutes ya brosim 2 o'clock tete afternoon. Deputy Speaker blong Parliament, Honorable Rose P. Hay, been come in. Tosol ibin nokata plenty member long chambers na been suspend him sitting. Lo give him time, lo display all the members, lo come back, come inside lo chambers, and then afternoon session by start. But now yet, as you oklon talk. Some plamo come in, but plenty chair empty yet. So you may wait. With him now, one time Deputy Speaker he come inside the chambers, and then by me starting this session blame me on tete afternoon. But suppose you joining me plan out sol, me plan welcome you can long this live coverage. Na two suppose you clon harem me plan NBC Bougainville. Me plan talk thank you you stop in tune. Na harem olo talk where all members blo parliament I woklon make him long na time blame me I woklon suruki guanta plon 3 o'clock. Me woklon wait yet. So time blame me stop also 11 minutes suru guanta by 3 o'clock Bougainville Standard Time. Na me woklon wait him yet. All the members lo come inside. Na to suppose Deputy Speaker blame me come inside Lord Chambers one time clerk of Parliament. Then hopefully by me starting this afternoon session. But all the viewers, all the listeners, me save plenty bla stop the social media. Na ibla ko looking all the posts, all the comments we come up long presentations blo Bougainville we will make him long national parliament. Na long this week only been presenting sessional order long national parliament. Honorable Ezekiel Massad, Vice President Bloyumi, been stop long hub. Na come back in long today joining Yumi lo parliament, so hopefully long tete afternoon by can make him sampla olo talk long antap long when is something been come up long national parliament. So suppose you like harem yet long one thing or talk with Vice President by make him stop in tune one time mipla na ba mipla can bring him display live long you long Bougainville Parliament TV Also mi talk mi plo come live long YouTube channel blon Bougainville Parliament na tu long NBC Bougainville. So suppose you like harem you yet one him talk where Vice President can make him. You can tune come inside or go inside long YouTube channel of long Bougainville Parliament TV. Now you can watch him live. The display presentation by come up. You may look back long all members play me inside Lord Chambers. I think one or two he come inside back na sit down inside long chambers. Me look him now member long all the veterans long North Bougainville, Honorable Cullen Mutuna, and me stop inside long chambers. You may look into member Makimolo people belong Kongara, Honorable NST Tedu, and me stop inside long chambers Tete Avenue. You may got member belong Kokuda, Honorable Filipino, and me stop long chambers. You may got member Makimolo people belong Zelau constituency, Honorable Paul Chung, and me stop. Member Makimolo people belong Suir, Honorable Luke Caraston, me stop long chambers. Member Makim Olo people belong Rotokas, Honorable Martin Avwata, and me stop inside long chambers too. Member Makim Olo people on Kopi constituency, Honorable Kenneth Penyai, M2 me stop long chambers. Member Makim Olo people belong Paid constituency, Honorable Hubert Matara, me stop to long chambers. You may got member Blon Kereaka, Honorable Lucas Bierepi, me stop. You may got member Blon Tewa, Honorable Raymond Naisi, me stop long chambers. You may got member Blon Taunita Tiop, Honorable Naptalai Pango, me too. Stop inside long chambers this afternoon. Na you may walk long wait yet. You may wait yet all members to come inside long chambers. You may get member Makimolo people blon Haku constituency, Honorable Patrick Coles, and stop. Member Makimolo people blon Torokina, Honorable Fabian Epota, and stop. Na member Makimolo people blon Yoro constituency, Honorable David Miring Toro, and me stop to inside long chambers. Okay, you may look also all ministers blue you me, all ministers blue me too. Some play come, some play no come yet. But look some play all these ministers. Vice President, na Attorney General, Honorable Ezekiel Massat, and me stop long chambers. You may got Honorable Patrick Nisira, Minister of Infrastructure and Utilities, and me stop. Na one-time display, all the listeners and all the viewers, by me joining back all members playing in cell of Parliament because Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Simon Pentano, and me come back inside long chambers.
Honorable members, thank you for your patience. Let me resume afternoon session by you now. Me got a prepared statement by me read him in relation to the ministerial statement. It been come up long, floor long National Parliament, Lord Tuesday, in relation to the sessional order. Honorable members, my statement from the chair is in reference to a ministerial statement in the PNG National Parliament on Tuesday this week on the sessional order. Under the Melanesian Agreement, the two speakers, that is the Speaker of the PNG National Parliament and myself as your Speaker of the House of Representatives, were required to engage, craft, and agree on the sessional order. The JSB of December 2025 asked us to work in coordination with the National Minister of Bougainville Affairs and the ABG Minister for Independence and to report back to the JSB. ABG Minister for Independence, that is the Vice President, and report back to the JSB. On this mandate, the two speakers and the clerks, including the parliamentary officers, traveled to Fiji on Tuesday, the 21st of April, 2026, to work on the draft sessional orders. In Fiji, the National Parliament team tabled the draft sessional order for deliberation. We had a lengthy discussion on the draft sessional order. We were unanimous in agreeing to the proceedings relating to the tabling of the referendum result, tabling of the post-referendum consultation report, and to the procedure for debate once the statement is made by the Minister for Bougainville Affairs. However, we did not reach agreement on the voting majority on the motion to put to the Parliament. Our views differed, and it is around this that most of our discussions revolved. First, the motion on the question to be put to the National Parliament, and secondly, the voting threshold. With regard to the motion to be put, my team and I argued that the question to the National Parliament should reflect what the two governments are pursuing through the Melanesian Agreement and the Melanesian Framework. I will also point out that the question or the motion now adopted by the National Parliament in the sessional order was not the question that was in the draft sessional order tabled in Fiji for discussion. It is a totally different question. It is a direct question on the referendum result. The motion adopted states that the National Parliament accept the referendum results. This is not what was discussed or agreed. In regards to the voting threshold, in our previous parliamentary engagements between the two parliaments, starting in Lae and in Port Moresby, both sides were in agreement on a simple majority. The three-quarters absolute majority is always going to be a point of contention. If it is advanced as a legal argument, this ignores what has really been a political negotiation throughout the consultation by both governments on the results of the Bougainville referendum. When the draft sessional order was tabled in Fiji, three-quarters absolute majority was put on the table. My officers and I did not agree on the voting threshold of three-quarter absolute majority. the National Parliament team also had their arguments why it should be a three-quarter absolute majority. Our team advanced the discussions that the voting majority should be a simple majority because there is no prescribed majority in Section 3412 or anywhere in Part 14 of the Constitution or even in the Bougainville Peace Agreement. This is also a conventional parliamentary practice. When there is no prescribed majority, the Parliament should always apply a simple majority in any matter before the House. In this case, our position was that this motion will trigger the constitutional amendments which have prescribed the majority in law. In amending the Constitution, there are prescribed majorities required to amend the Constitution. For those reasons, we did not agree on the three-quarter absolute majority. When we could not agree on the motion and the voting majority in Fiji, both speakers then agreed to have another meeting in Port Moresby with the two relevant ministers, the Minister for Bougainville Affairs and the Vice President, who is the Minister for Bougainville Independence Implementation. We agreed that the continued meeting take place in Port Moresby on the 6th of May 2026. This meeting did not eventuate, and we are surprised that the sessional order has found its way into the National Parliament. It is disappointing to be misrepresented in the manner in which the crafting of the sessional order has been handled. It is also disappointing because we have not formally completed the work required of the speakers pursuant to the Melanesian Agreement and the JSB. It is not, if I may say so, it is not in order for me as Speaker presiding in this House to criticize proceedings in another House over which I have no say or control. And this statement is not a criticism. However, I am mentioned as Speaker and I am misinterpreted in a statement in another Parliament. It is therefore in order for me to correct this. I believe the consultations at the formal and informal level were carried out in good faith with honesty and integrity at our leadership level. This should also have been how the matter of the sessional order was managed. Finally, as Speaker, my hope is that the ongoing consultations will still continue in good faith. Thank you, honorable members. Clark. Minister for the Vice President, you have a statement.
Thank you, Speaker Misanaplong. Presenting ministerial statement below me. Me apologize for some black and white I mean now available as I speak. The current issue has many evolving parts. So I may have long lock in on the issues quite firmly. So as soon as the written part is ready, it will be distributed to the members. Mr. Speaker, me talk thank you long statement below you. I think it's quite a difficult, you have been put in a quite a difficult position where time you you speak up long Narapla House, now you have to respond to the actions and the decisions of a speaker in another jurisdiction. Lomi, you are left in no position. You are left with no position because integrity below you has been called into question. Not only by the general public, but also by Bougainvilleans themselves, who accuse you, based on what the national speaker had said, that you have colluded in coming up with an agreement when really there is no agreement. Now, the question speaker I pose him, or long intentions belong and also any hope, also more formal discussions law Melanesian agreement, and we go ahead in good faith. Me too, me got this floating thing. That's all you mean by consult na me agree. Na by me ratify mo sa manang. Tam di sila wala. Wala make me untap straight. Me remind him house, also if you follow what had happened on the floor of the National Parliament, you would have noticed that before this last sessional order come inside, National Parliament was voting on a constitutional amendment to extending retirement age. It failed. It failed on the requirement below 2/3. So suppose you know na pain him 2/3. Usa dito kim you ba you pain him 3/4? Usa dito. It's an impossibility. This Melanesian alliance negotiations is dead in the water. This ratification is dead. You may gaman lo praise him this la tok lo sessional order. By me got agreement. That's all you be sawe pinisem by non succeed. What stupidity is this? Lo continue, lo negotiate time you solve some end result and by nil. What sort of stupidity is this? Lo revive him, this Melanesian agreement dialogue. Me propose him. You Minister Makiba, now you Prime Minister, now you blow national members for Bougainville, harim this option. Says you like him, you may continue yet lo this preferred option. Blocks him independence, lo one bell na belisi. Then you must revoke him back this motion lo National Parliament. Revoke it, negate it. Minister must bring him naraplo motion. He go to floor of Parliament. Now put him this la tupla position below Bougainville, one time national government. Bougainville you may be argue yet long simple majority lo day one. National government you been argue lo 2/3 majority. Put him this la tupla option. Na larim Parliament to make him decision. That's the only way we will revive this Melanesian agreement. Me ba me negotiating 1.5. Time is our and by fail. Me negotiate because meeting also me got chance. But make him independence through this preferred option. So Mr. Speaker, this option to them is suggest him. Lo revoke him back this motion. Now bring him this tupla voting threshold. He go back to Parliament. Has been communicated. Has been communicated through the administration. Me disappointed straight. Now me bring him, you may go back long also long Sampla yai go pini Sampla moon. President even asked him, this la ask him, are we ready to follow the unconventional options? Because some ratification now, I'm only roadblock long. You may ready, suppose government is making some drastic decision. Because there are consequences. Suppose you may be any more narpla option. The national government talk Passim Airport. Now Passim Bridge, are we ready? The next decision that we make has consequences. The question is, are we ready to accept those consequences? Because this is a preferred option, and only work law blocking. Me believe also, based on the events of last week, now events this week, you may close to this day, but you may make another decision. You may close to this day, whereby you make him independence through long narpla options, and not necessarily through the Bougainville Peace Agreement. Mr. Speaker, you may look issue last week, where big man Bewani and Minister Kalsa have been open mouse. Now call him you mean about. Savior Yupla Sampla. And in it long law, section 342. Minister Bougainville Affairs all. And we got right, bring him all something, he go inside parliament, ratification. Nobody else. Not the Prime Minister, Justice Minister, Speaker Emietu. The law is explicit. And we talk for purposes of ratification, a Minister of Bougainville Affairs, and by bringing referendum result, one time post-referendum consultation report. And by triggering of now this discussion, ratification. Now last week, and bipartisan committee report where Dr. Marathi been chairman, been presenting. What happens instead? Government hijack him and make him also ratification. It was totally unlawful. Totally unlawful. No at one time, Minister Makiba, as the responsible minister, bring him all these documents he go inside in order to trigger off that ratification process. And we all Burkin Bush thread to an extent where even the bipartisan report was never discussed last week. Me got right lo tok house lo me. Me make him clear lo you build nama. You're not a savior. You're not hero too. There are serious allegations about you on human rights abuse on Bougainville. Some of these allegations are coming up. You lucky long only the man. Only negotiate immunity now you hide. You lucky people like me and the president. We negotiated on immunity for everybody. Not that you round now you call him you a hero. You are not a hero, you are not a savior. 2 days, me looking one statement belongan, and we talk if the president and the vice president expects an apology, they are not getting it. Usat worry lo you ba me blessing out apology lo you. Usat. You usat man. You usat man ba me apology, seek him apology lo you. You are entitled to say what you want in your own house. Now, a lot of these arguments that are going on, with due respect, it's on the it's about the Constitution. Even idiots like Belden Nama, all like Tok Law Constitution.
Vice President.
Mr. Speaker, sorry, me mouse public, me withdraw him back. Honorable Member Blo Bewani, Minister of Culture and Tourism, M2 base him, Tok Blongan Law National Constitution. Let me protect him this law Constitution. Well, let me make it absolutely clear. And same Constitution, yeah. Inside law, this law same Constitution. This law National Constitution, yeah. And we got all state of emergency powers. Time you declaring state of emergency, it's an important issue because government by making this decision where it will impact adversely on people's rights and freedom. That's why our state of emergency regime are contained in the Constitution. Well, not law, am I right? That's all state of emergency, government got right. Law take away your rights and freedoms. So this law, Mama law, where member belong Bewani, no, not line ni work law Tok Longan. Me make him clear. Same Mama law, you use him, lo come na kill him all people lo Bogon. That same Constitution. Lo boda belong me want a member lo paid. Lo boda place belum ipla. Kami school lawyer nami read him all story below South Africa, na Nelson Mandela. Na how all white man, no racist, all kill him all black man lo South Africa. All put him petrol lo tire na all hangam up him na light him lo neck, belong all black man. Sorry, that happened in my constituency. Come up lo constituency belong me. Tetapi belum no paini met sampla body belong list la yang pelaman. And if you expect me to abandon independence, I am not. And Mama Law, you use him, yeah? And Mama Law, you use him. Now you think also you got right to come now causing massive breach, human rights breaches on the people of Bougainville. Mibla fight back. In the end, you scale him also, fighting on up win by Migolo peace. So we agreed. You may agree now, you may sign him this Bougainville peace agreement. Now you got amendment. You come up with this Mama Law, you work lo Tok Longan. You got amendment, part 14. Part 14 now. And we talk also in Bougainville where you decide him political future of you. Time Minister Pungao one time said Pukatemu on behalf of the two governments looked at the options. it was decided to do you talk two pla option, but one plan compulsory. The independence choice or as an option is a compulsory option. You can put him 10 pla, 5 pla, 15 pla, but one of them is compulsory. It must be independent. You may all get tired. You may not come inside nothing, Mr. Speaker. None of us are sitting in this house where you may force him, you may yet, you may come. Why? Because you may candidate. We went through that process of being a candidate. Now, man Mary believe lo you me now. No li vote lo you me. Independence and one em play candidate and been gaman. Time you put him independence of some candidate, he is also expecting to win. Now I mean win na like Rausimem through other devious means. One kind of election, you got period where you can challenge him result. Some of the members in this room, with due respect, also member belong Makis, he went through an election petition challenge. Me plus Ampla, last election. So he got X number of days where suppose you know how much low display result. Then you challenge him. No got money challenge him, Mr. Speaker. So, event belong last Tuesday. Me come lo event belong this last Tuesday. Event belong this last Tuesday. And Minister Makiba, na me talk thank you, Lord Speaker, he's laid the groundwork. So you can look him this like Yaman. Speaker, no talk, you may conclude him this like Yaman. Tubla government only been start one time constitutional regulation. It been got porret also. Suppose you may learn him this ratification. He go inside law parliament. No good by got sample loophole, or we might lose control through all application belong all standing orders. So it was consciously decided by the two governments also. By me crafting out procedure, lo how all this ratification by come up. One kind document by go inside. So we initially agreed on the constitutional regulation. Then we abandoned him na talk sessional order. Now, tupla government, he agree lo sessional order. He no got one agreement, the voting threshold, none whatsoever. Tasol one blong reason. Na you may be making moderator. Tasol one blong reason. Said Jerry Mataparay. The argument was no longer a sessional order. We had agreed. The argument is what is the voting threshold. Whether I'm 2/3 or simple majority. Not at one time. We come across one talk or one document lo 3/4. This time we come up lo national parliament, and first time lo mi lo harim also we got agreement lo this 3/4. Me no hamamas. I think there's a national government strategy. Lo try na frustrate him. This la walkabout belong independence. but they are not applying their strategy in a good faith manner. I've made my position clear that suppose this play continue, because I have some issues when the national members blame. This was something time we go inside law NEC. This is 3/4. You blow minister from Bougainville. What were you thinking? You plan like Trump killing me at law NEC level. Now time we go inside the floor of parliament now. You blow like that club na hamamas. And when Sepp Puka raised the objection, the point of order, you play at Bougainville too. Remember you play sing out lo Sepp Puka. But he was asking a genuine question. Why not debate lo this la motion, number one? Number two, this la 3/4 kamwe. Mr. Speaker, my options that I have put forward through the administration, me believe, and this la option that's all, by reviving back Tok Tok Blo Melanesian agreement. And that option, long only must file in our motion, where by negating this la current 3/4 ya, na larim this la tupla voting threshold ya, by national parliament they can make a decision. So, Mr. Speaker, you may stop when now. Now you make clear. Now you make clear along a strategy of the national government. The preferred option is starting to get dimmer and dimmer. Narpla tupla option blame Pete concentration by golongan. Next week I'm calling the heads of departments where the directive will be issued. Time lo play finish. If you've been playing during this first option long, finding independence through the BPA and ratification process, you stop it. Stop him. But not excuse the second and third option, Mr. Speaker, because this is a second and third option, I mean, not require him input from the national government. It doesn't. That's why this government has been honest. Lo talking national government, this is the preferred option. You must barely see. Bawan will say buruk. It must be based on a new relationship that Jimmy Tupla agree on. Instead, today we are faced with lies and attempts to make sure this independence die even before we walk about or we born. So, Mr. Speaker, we remind them all members of this House. So now it's clear now. Suppose it's not clear good yet. Let me start to clear now. That all efforts will be made to disrupt the independence pathway through the preferred option. So, national government now So si mixim narpla option. I mean, got input mo blo national government. So, you man Mary na pikinilo tonsu, you talking me. But you make one. So, man Mary pikinilo torkina. Now, by mix him independence. But you make one. Man Mary pikinilo long island. Now you mix him independence through Lonarpla Road. Now you, because you cry the national government and by Nogad Moa, are you ready? And this is asking, you me ready or Nogad? So government, the side blow administration instruction the companies. This is like independence readiness. Activity belong constituency must on back immediately. You got two plaka in constituency. Sample declare finish, sample no yet. You got a new plaka constituency too you may creating. So that effort must be looked at. You know, time blow play. You may not talk independence, nothing, without accepting the responsibilities that come with it. Plenty of time you may sit down in comfort. Now you may make him all this talk here. So now that option is starting to fail. You may not get more comfort. By me declare him now independence, now also him. Budget now blow national government. By no got now. By me buy more teacher also him. By me buy more health worker also him. All marasin lo housing. By me buy more also him. That's independence. Now you cry lo independence, yeah? Now you vote long independence, yeah? Maski lo blame him national government. This is about you and me. All the economic efforts that are being put in play by this government, you must support it. Because suppose you not been looking the last 6 months, last 2 weeks you looking. Last 2 weeks you looking. So, Minister of Finance, I think you got some information. How much money you make him finish? By me all santaso. By me makaki taso. So, Mr. Speaker, today we make him clear also this trident strategy. The instructions have gone for the department, particularly my Department of Independence, to start working on the different models. One, to address the constituencies who have declared, and we need to maintain and bring them up. The constituencies who have not declared, and then we have new constituencies also. Tete, all member, mi apilo yumi. Suppose liglig money come up, you may get responsibility. Lo making people aware. You know more law right, belong independence. You me talk plenty time finish law rights belong independence. Me talk long all mangi belong me only cookie mountain tire. That entitles me law independence. But what are my obligations? Today you may all remember, me like him, you may take him this issue seriously. Ask our questions in our constituency. Man Mary Pikini Blomi inside the constituency Blomi. How can they be independent? How will he give him this semblance that this is an independent community? Because me make him clear finish, how much time? So that he not tolai by enjoying benefit here. He not tari or manus lo hablos national speaker, tete underground volcano oklo bagarapi mol. He not samurai. We are living this independence. Now this generation of leaders today, MUB been voted for and on behalf of everybody who was under 18, lo 2019. Only no got narpla chance more, lo vote long narpla referendum. Therefore, as leaders, we owe it not only to ourselves, but also to all who are coming after us, that you may lay in this foundation. Independence wasn't meant to be easy. Papua New Guinea got it easy. But lo imi, blue tibin kapsait, lo bigla crisis. Minasaw amas platay mo ba mi explain him. Longol gyamanan, tok olsem, Mama Loy no allow him independence. Minasaw ba mi explain mo also him. Tam Prime Minister talk, or yuksim independence, enga tu by ask him. Minasaw ba mi talk one mo, suppose, olitog yuksim, o line lo Heights case, o New Island tulo. Are lo imi ba eksim. I'm sorry. You blow big man talking me. Where you've been got crisis now, more than 20,000 people died. This is not only about independence. It's about ending a war and answering the long-held cry of the people of Bougainville. So no can try to make him also, or you kisim, narpla ba iksim. Law is clear that this arrangement only applies to Bougainville and Bougainville alone. Not anybody else. The law is explicit. This arrangement belong autonomy. This arrangement belong referendum. This arrangement belong ratification. It is explicitly applicable only to Bougainville and nobody else. So today, Mr. Speaker, me like him, you know, you may law, look a difficult position that we are in, based on the nonsense that has transpired. He got some places, you know, Speaker Tasol, all call him. He got some places talk to also. Me want Makiba, Minister Makiba, bin agree lo 3/4. Mission update na mi clear me yet. You know got one blood time. You know got one blood time, he been got agreement on the 3/4 voting threshold. Mr. Speaker, finally me like talk. Me try to explain him again this law. Simple majority, not. You use him 2/3 just for clarity. I made this explanation in the last house. Now, suppose me not explain him good, please. Kalakna Speaker, me one bell lo YouTube la tram lo come in na explain. Lo simple majority. First of all, you look lo quorum. So she got quorum. Time he got quorum now. Majority belong online present. A simple majority. Lo 2/3 majority, not 3/4 majority. Maski money no come up to, maski seat are unoccupied. Some seats in National Parliament are not occupied due to election petitions. It doesn't matter. Because voting threshold belong all is not dependent on you being present. It's the seat. This is a seat here. Money sit down. So you must condemn this 2/3 or 3/4, based on number of seats, even though member, Islam member, yeah, emi stop to election or emi bindain na inogat by election, it doesn't matter. Now, yeah, I got 118 members of the National Parliament. You got election petition to you on yet. Lomi, this is 3/4, is a deliberate strategy to make sure some ratification if fail. So, sino na sim 2/3? Sa tagbay sim 3/4. Nami ito, gimi, Bougainvillean tulo Facebook. Try malloliklik. Try mallologyaman. Sampla tu, ol kiram na ito. Hooray! And now, you may by walk strong, look sim this la 85 or 89. You want a long man. You think I'm easy? Look sim this la kind threshold. So, Mr. Speaker, that is probably as much as I want to say. Finally, I think Bamito Kolsem, this government must now seriously, immediately, take some positions. Me by push long all economic service minister, now all economic ministries. If we must look now. What we've been talking about this, but haven't got around to doing it. Ela Motors, you must join venture one time ABG. PNG Port, you must cut percentage for ABG. And New Guinea too, you must cut percentage. Start opening up discussions on this aspect. You must start now, because I can't see any way around this. At the moment, we are going towards an option that is away from the preferred option. So I think some of these issues must be taken on aggressively. Finally, true, Milat Tokosem. It will probably be denied. It will probably be denied. Solmiyad miharim. Na mi read him. Na mi interpret him. All sambla commentaries. Ikamlo displa government, national government. Na time you look lo strategy, long time make him ratification he fail. Because now you got talk some. Oh, peace agreement. I mean, no got sunset clause. A minimal same. No got 1+ something by make him, na by talk him now and by finish. So, by me treat him ratification also sunset clause. So, time ratification he fail. Part 14 should no longer be in existence. You got grounds now, lo talk, all right? We have granted you autonomy through Part 14. It hasn't worked. So, Tete, you want kind back one time, all get an Arpla provincial government. Watch out for this. Watch out for this. Mission up Tete yet, na mitroma this la talk look out. There's some attempts to make sure Bougainville reverts back to the provincial government system. This autonomy costs him plenty heavy too much. Time you may give him autonomy now, next ball is sing out long independence. So let's stop him. Rouse him to solve Part 14. Everybody goes back to square one. The provincial government. So, Mr. Speaker, may talk thank you. Mimba mas lo harim all commentaries belong all member. Me talk me blato. Time lay me lo cross. Time lay me lo cross. when this president came, he gave specific instructions to me. So you, as the Attorney General, you can advise me to do anything, but you not can through advise me to burkin this peace agreement or any other agreements. I will remain true to this. All kata something you may make him, only solap him you me, only shoot him you me, want them stone. We have remained true to this peace process. But there must come a time when we must also say enough is enough. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Leader of Government Business.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I move that the House take note of both the statement from the Speaker and the Vice President, and that the debates of this statement, starting from the President's statement, can start immediately. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Leader of Government Business. Members, debate is tableau floor. Now, satellite talk. Honorable Member Blow paid.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Lord, giving me this time, making people blomilo paid. Me like support him. This is a big blow about where Vice President, you Speaker, Blow House, and the President have been walking thus this far. Making people blomilo paid me on a previous of some kingdom. I'm not going back. This is the case belong all Pekin ni belum play bindai lo yagits, where Vice President talk long em tribe la tocha true where Belden nama tu. Who's that talk em hero? What type of a hero are you? You've been killing online blumia. You hang up him tire lo neck blongol. Be coming up today. Honorable members of this honorable house, there is no point of returning back to Papua New Guinea. Me as a member of the paid constituency, I'm not going back to Papua New Guinea. There is nothing there. That ship, Papua New Guinea is going down. You know, sabi, only looking monogat. Maybe they're so blind. Holim planti power loay gani. Provinces are crying. What have they got to offer to the people of Papua New Guinea? We love these people of our beloved people on the mainland of Papua New Guinea. You me, all honorable members of this house, Mama Lawyer, only continue to talk lo Mama Law, block country. Mama Law even kill him online blow me. Me like try and go through lo Mama Law lo some independence. They're saying no. Why? I'm ready, Mr. Speaker, and Vice President and President of ABG, now this is the Honorable House. I'm ready to get my people to work hard, na humiliate, look on this independence. I believe with whatever little funds we have, we can make Bougainville economically independent. Mr. Strong, one time Vice President, Attorney General, my brother, I'll stand with you till the end. And I'm for independence. One time this year, Mr. Speaker, I must raise my voice here. This is a constituency Blomi was hardly hit. I have 65 cases, high impact cases, where Belden Nama needs to answer. You have not reconciled with me, Belden Nama, if you are listening. You have not reconciled with my people. You not been reconciled with them all people, Blomi. So why ask Vice President and President of ABG to reconcile with you? You haven't reconciled with us. So stop the nonsense. With this, Mr. Speaker, thank you.
Member for Haku.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Napwantem, President, Vice President, also member of the Peti Tok Tok. We will look lo sampla ting when we are in Tasolo radio, namigo lo Facebook long comments long sampla lo member MPs lo national government. Namigo noting sampla this something. Let me start off by saying that Bougainville independence is unique and it's a justified process. Unique and a justified process. We will look long sample something and we try and frame in all the issue. Now we talk Bougainville independence is no precedent, but any exception. You may wholeheartedly accept them. You may sign in Bougainville Peace Agreement. We reached or we achieved all that was required for us to achieve. Now this is a peace agreement, two government one time only jointly signed him to represent their people, Papua New Guinea and the Bougainville people. I'd like to say that a central concern among national members of parliament from other provinces is the fear that only ting or same all Narpla province by come inside to nakisim independence. What for only raising this time, even before the independence of Papua New Guinea, no one province came out now talk only like independence, giving ting, only got independence. Now yet, time Papua New Guinea kisimpinis na 50 years down the line, no that one province, it talk also only ting too, like simply. Instead, only liking more autonomy. And that is the way to go for them, for the rest of other provinces to go. So we like talk also. This is a domino effect. Long no can give me long independence level, sampla MP for it long end. Granting of Bougainville independence might embolden, that's what they are saying, embolden other provinces to pursue similar paths. This concern, while understandable, is addressed by a clear and historical grounded framing. Yumiya, come up now, that's all. Stop yet some years back. And years back means that we have evolved from becoming the rest of Papua New Guinea to paying something good for us, our own selves. So Bougainville independence is not a precedent. It is a unique outcome, rooted in a specific conflict, a specific people, and a specific agreement, the Bougainville Peace Agreement. Prior to Papua New Guinea's own independence, in the years that followed, no other province in Papua New Guinea raised the prospect of becoming an independent nation. No, that's true. Bougainville is the singular exception, a region that was actively pursuing self-determination before Papua New Guinea even itself became independent, and continued that pursuit throughout the decades that followed. This long unbroken history of aspiration distinguishes Bougainville from every other province in the country. Number two, the path forward for other provinces, which is decentralization and not separation. Not another not a province trying to get independence. Rather than viewing Bougainville's journey as a threat, the national government should use this moment to strengthen the relationship between the state and its provinces by 1, developing greater powers to provincial governments, enabling them to govern more responsibly for the local needs. Number 2, building politically efficient and effective provincial institutions capable of genuine self-governance. Number 3, creating economically productive environments that attract sustainable investment and development. 4, fostering socially welcoming climates for foreign investors and development partners. That's what we must concentrate on. And they should not deviate themselves or should not deviate ourselves from a journey to be completed. This approach, if I may say, channels provincial ambitions constructively towards autonomy and prosperity within national framework rather than separation from it. Justification for independence, decades in the making. The case for Bougainville independence is not recent. It is the product of decades of legitimacy, grievance, armed conflict, peace negotiation, and faithful adherence to a negotiated settlement. Under the Bougainville Peace Agreement, both national government and the autonomous Bougainville government committed to a roadmap, and by any honest assessment, the people of Bougainville have met their obligations under that agreement, the Bougainville Peace Agreement. Now, key milestones that affirm this justification include a history of self-determination aspiration predating Papua New Guinea's own independence, the Bougainville conflict, a devastating civil war that has necessitated a peace process and gave rise to the BPA. The Bougainville Peace Agreement in 2001, a binding political framework agreed to by both governments. Now, why now only work creative new plus something lo derailim yumi? Narapla, the 2019 independence referendum, which an overwhelming majority of Bougainvilleans voted in favor of independence, that is 97.7%. And more recently, the conversion of the Bougainville House of Representatives into a constituent assembly, the legitimate body tasked with adopting the new national constitution, Blong Yumi. And we had already debated partly on that constitution. And then we come to the constitutional foundation of a new nation. The Bougainville House of Representatives has already converted itself into a constituent assembly, the body responsible for deliberating and adopting the new constitution. This constitution, when adopted, will serve as a supreme law of the new sovereign state to be known as the Republic of North Solomons. The drafting and adoption of the Constitution of the Republic of North Solomons represents the final and most consequential step in a process that has been decades in the making, legally grounded, democratically expressed, and institutionally prepared. We congratulate all the leaders, especially Attorney General, the President, and the ministers. In conclusion, Bougainville's path to independence is not a crack in PNG's national unity. It is an honorable conclusion of a peace process that both nations entered into in good faith. In good faith, may I repeat. The national government's role now is to manage this transition with the same integrity that the BPA was negotiated, while using the moment to strengthen, not weaken, the bonds between Port Moresby and every other province through meaningful decentralization and shared prosperity. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minister of Community Government.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable members, fellow leaders, and my people of constituency. On behalf of my constituents, I rise today to state clearly where the people of Ascopeña constituency stand. We are committed, we are prepared, we will struggle to top, and we will be ready for independence. Our people understand that nation building is not easy. It requires hard work, sacrifice, unity, and patience. But Ascopeña is ready to do its part. We will work hard in our village. We will strengthen our economy. We will educate our children, communities, and we will keep peace in our communities so that when the time comes, we are independent and ready. Mr. Speaker, we work in unity with our President and our Vice President. We also honor and remember every forefathers, every past leaders, and every current leader who has carried this vision before us. Their courage during the crisis, their wisdom in the peace process, and their leadership today give us strength. We do not forget them. We stand on their shoulders. I must also speak plainly on one matter that concerns all Bougainvilleans. Although the national government has not yet ratified our referendum result, our people have spoken in 2019. The people of Bougainville made their choice clear through a peaceful, democratic vote. That mandate cannot be ignored. While we respect the process of consultation and dialogue with our national partners, we also remind them that the will of our people must be respected. Ascopeña constituency will continue to support our government as it pursues this matter through peaceful and lawful means. Mr. Speaker, while that political process continues, we will not wait idle. Independence is not a vote, it is preparation, it is guidance, it is a small business, it is a roads, it is health and education. That is why my people are already working through projects like the projects we are implementing in our constituency and other local initiatives. We are building an economy from the ground and family at the time. So I say to this house and my people, Ascopeña is with you. We are with our President and Vice President. We are with our forefathers, our past leaders, and our current leaders. We will keep pushing forward, we will keep contributing, and we will be ready when Bougainville takes its rightful place. Our struggle continues, but our spirit is strong. Together we will reach the top. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Torokina.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Lok Savelo, Chair of all people of Torokina. Firstly, thank you. Timi Panana Purim Planti Tok Tok. Mr. Speaker, firstly, me like talk thank you long Vice President Loyomi, one ten several members. Also, I've been making house Loyomi, I've been staff law. National Parliament law, it's a time issue, it's a very important issue in come up law, Parliament law, national government. At the same time, me Plaulan even staff lawyer, we were with you. That time, it's a time where you, we are supposed you feel also you patriotic law independence. It's a time where you feel disappointing that time, where where after long process, you've been go through long and one the two black man. At the end, by your final sem, we will just undermine the last time. So, me talk thank you long, team law, Vice President, you've been staff law, this time law, issue law, we're going to be going to Parliament. Mr. Speaker, Milona Pulin Planti talk, all other issues, so one line you been given. These are all debate been go along and all are excuses. And by me talk, you know, got one reason that were given, I mean, true reason. all excuses. Excuses lo avoid the wish of people of Bougainville lo Olympic making on 2019 referendum vote. So me like kama kong Vice President puti yumi lo statement long I think all get a man. Suppose yumi sampla ino sabe looking on this line me one play issue. At this time, Lord, been presenting people of Bougainville looking straight at them. How you may been go through this way. Sambla, you may been relaxed, or Sambla line you been relaxed. All been thinking of them. Bougainville issue, and me on play issue where Kaman go you may pursue me on play easy. Today this issue time have been presenting and been reminding all the people of Bougainville or some voice not and not finished yet. Now time like going to the final destination. This kind challenges you come up. Sambla looking on some emi wampla kind where emi wampla kind where disturbing process. Or some process blame like going such straight long. By your people looking on say you me broke. Time come up was national government. Time you walk about all man one time, but you miss Sambla. You miss a man feeling unwilling partner, Mr. Speaker. Me personally, this was something me been looking long time yet. Time budget lo yun sa common sim. Sa mo sample funding or restoration sa kamet. Me yet me sa looking mo sim. Long time yet or fresh kiliya, Mr. Speaker. So you miss Sambla, you miss sabi ting mo sim. Easy. It's like no easy. That's why lo me yet when putting Sambla ting mo sim. Let's build ourselves now, starting Bougainville. But me talk thank you lo government, lo wisdom lo government na President lo yumi lo progress in this work you come up now. Long ready yumi lo takuri mo this something. Also yumi talk pandi all excuses. Excuses lo korim kan, excuses lo korim no musungu, excuses lo korim funding or one something. These are all excuses. These are no wa korim me. Online antabet sa kan streetim anema bulungem wanema tawa bulungem bi mobile pamito kosem so only na korim natin olman Mr. Speaker naro something me one bell osem me talk thank you to osem lo wisdom long kaman lo yumi na president na attorney general lo yumi kamapim disla tufla na options Lomia time also nana way where suppose me block love. Me talk thank you osem. Bougainville too. If we go 2 miles I had 2 yalo Sambla walk come off. So me almost. That's why while you me progress in this yalo Sambla suppose Sambla gave his tablet but osem Vice President ito. Time only lock him this amas 3 kotaya. Lock now up. Mapoli like lucky you me lo disla. So me yet me talk me ready long. Sana ponta kaman lo yumi. One way, you me by walking lo support him.
House people of Bougainville, na people of Bougainville, that was a lie. Number one, we like thanking Vice President. Lo you yet too, you clear him, you yet awesome. This blood talk lo 3/4 majority threshold. You know agree with them, Honorable Minister of Law, Bougainville Affairs, Honorable Minister Magiba, this blood too, and me lie. Yaman talk. Me like making statement below me. In relation to what transpired last week, now by me start also. I me talk, you must plama sawe lo me, also me being former referendum minister, lo Bougainville.
All get a walk blow referendum, we come up and become under the leadership lo me. Na me sorry true, lo harem this plakain passing lo gaman inside lo parliament lo Papua New Guinea. Leaders telling lies on the floor of parliament is really bad, and it is really humiliating. And I feel really, really embarrassed about this issue. When we look him long video of parliament, we all member of the ex or some monkey. Time sepuka tembo, who's at being colleague minister, counterpart minister, blow me. Lo really want him display referendum, lo Bougainville, want them leadership of Papua New Guinea. Now all member work on puli long him, time him is son up. Remember, he is the knight of this country. How can you respect this man? He's a senior man, senior person of this country. Now remember, the minister of this parliament, all we can pull him, all we can sing out on top of him. Time we can put him point of order. No, correct him all. Come and talk all. The time we look in prime minister and we come inside Ken. Now we can talk with him. Only agree in finish this place something on New Zealand, lo penam. This was 3/4 majority prime minister yet. Long emet lo mouse long em talk only being agree. Mipla being agree long New Zealand. This is not true. Because me been stop on New Zealand. Me no being hurry one blah. Talk lo this was 3/4 majority. Honorable Minister, Vice President, the Minister of Independence Mission, and leader of me. Me been stop on New Zealand one time. Time me been stop on PMAT. Bougainville Independence Mission team. Me been stop. I was there. Prime Minister come to Solo, making one plan visit, long night, and took up all of friends, long friends. Now, I have been stopped long this forum where me been holding long this hablum penam. Now, how many talk of them only being agree, no, only being agree long New Zealand. Man, this like me one plus straight talk where, emi no true orgera. Okay, you saw me long, this issue long, Melanesian agreement, the solution where you may sign him. And stop inside too. You saw me now. There's nothing in the agreement of the Melanesian relationship agreement on to say that the two governments have agreed on a 3/4 majority threshold by parliament by using the time vote. This all grievances for me, look, this parliament. Me looking more saying this all talk. And me not behind him. So me agree with the Vice President. That should be rescinded. That motion should be rescinded in Parliament. And a new motion should be adopted based on the truth, not on lies. Me like go more yet na talk. Time me been referendum minister, me be work one time late. Father Simon Rumariru, who was the minister for Bougainville Affairs. Na me plapin come up in referendum SATA. Referendum SATA have been look out and work for referendum right from day one. They go up time and we finish. Now who's that being issued in this referendum SATA? The Governor General of Papua New Guinea. Why am I issuing this referendum SATA? The Governor General is the head of state and embarking Queen from England. Now Papua New Guinea, you must understand him. Head of state, and start from Buckingham Palace. Head of state, the country of Papua New Guinea, is the Queen of England, Tete and Prince Charles is in down. So time me referendum SATA and issue me come, then me carry out this referendum. Time referendum result they come up. Now 2019 you me vote. Now result they been come up. Me want them sepuka temu, want them Petty hand, former Prime Minister Blong Island, who's at the chairman Blong, Bougainville Referendum Commission. Want them, all the commissioner, one block commissioner sit down, Honorable Patrick Nisera, Minister Blong this infrastructure and utilities Blong Yumilo Parliament. He was the commissioner. We went and returned the writs to the Governor General of Papua New Guinea. That time, the Governor General may not been stopped, so we have been giving Igor now this current speaker, who's acting Governor General on this time. So you mean again Paul? You mean again Cameron? Me like more get members from Papua New Guinea Parliament. No can make him preconceived na, make him talk thinking awesome. No can give more independence. Now you know have read him all the process for peace agreement. He come to referendum. He come to consultation. Read him. That is the process that you will read to make your final decision. Instead of you lock him head for you, now you talk awesome. Hey, you mean I can give him this independence of Bougainville? That is the resist. That is the problem with the national members of parliament. They have already locked themselves up and not reading the constitutional process where Part 14 has been created. Not reading the history of Bougainville. Not reading the consultation outcomes that we have come up with. He got sickness of trail from Peter O'Neill's staff. He got sickness of trail from Sir Michael Sumaratu's staff. All the prime ministers were involved inside the CSP, handmark blow all his stuff. Or sign him, one time more former presidents, long now Togos, and this is the CSP, the solution, where Tubla leader, president, and the prime minister, or whoever leader, and we will sign him. So what about them? What Sunday by come up all these the CSP resolutions that we have signed? For example, in a consultation, we have been signing Kokopo. Now people come up in pathway. Give him this pathway, decision for people, Bougainville, or independence. Pathway to independence. People sign him. Now, is that money signed? The Prime Minister, Honorable James Marape, one time President. We went to Wabek. Now, people sign him to Lohab. Now, two people talk, people sign him. Sickness ablon to usat istablo disla. And the Prime Minister, Honorable James Marape, one time President. This was two talk no Wabek. And by going inside long consultation report long by the Premier of Parliament, where we talk, number one, Bougainville, by got one constitution belong him yet. It's in Wabek resolution, every stop in it. You mean I'm going to make him constitution nothing? Because the two governments have agreed on it and we are building our own constitution. You look at this was no area and 25, no later and 27 declaration. It's in the Wabek roadmap. Now, any stop, who's that sign long? Now this is the Prime Minister blow you me and sign. Honorable James Marape, one time President. So me you go like talk him this Honorable House through you, Mr. Speaker, that we have followed the process and I want and I expect the parliamentarians of Papua New Guinea to read what has transpired. Now no can get this preconceived idea na sa stokos maskilo this process, maskilo referendum this out, maskilo this Wapek roadmap, maskilo this history. Maskilo this online you make kirimolo sem dog na peak now the stop long all mass graves throughout the Bougainville. Only stop, all stinky stop, no mass grave. All the panga blow where the security forces have been land, it been stopped. You got on mass grave whole stop. Or people blow misting blow up. They have not come back. What about those people who were dropped in the ocean in the chopper, from chopper, where all illegal helicopter, where Australian government been given all through a bilateral defense agreement, wanted Papua New Guinea, now Australia. And they will never come back home. The loved ones are still waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, which they will never see them again. So I wanted something, Lord, Papua New Guinea. Wanted something, Lord, members of parliament. These people, Sati Kirimol, Kambanya Kirimol, Saremo security post program, now only been making this kind mess, graves now, or kisap. To make more money, bring this piece now on the roadblock. This legacy is going to stay here on Bougainville forever. Now, you think also me I come back to Papua New Guinea? We will never come back. How are you going to reconcile all this for us to make peace with you to come back to Papua New Guinea? This is a very, very sad affair that our people have faced. Also, now me want making this process also Vice President Dr. We need to have understanding and know where our history is, where we came from, and now where we want to go. And we want the members of this parliament belong, Bougainville to Olimas, Sanablo Parliament, na talk, defending Bougainville long or desire belong all. Because and popular members as all, but they do have a voice. That as a mandated leaders by the people of Bougainville, only got the right to long talk parliament against him, all this members who sat only against him, independence for Bougainville. So, me like inform this Honorable House, we are on a mission that we will never go back. Me plan. Continue along this process. Now me ask him, 1 plus something me like talk long issue long Berlin Nama. Sat member blow one more green. Me like talk osam. Berlin Nama emi pinkam osam soldier. Right? Emi kam osam soldier na will got a mass graves or something. He's part of those things. And yet in the parliament he is fighting emi pokon fighting pros. Now we don't say broken parents. You killed them first, then you went back 2 times. Security force left broken bill 2 times. And in the end, and now Sen Lani come. Sen Lani come and like when you get the government, not the military. Military only like in Sen Lani. Because that was Sen Lani, other side force he come inside. And by showing one of them, the Papua New Guinea Defense Force has lost the war to the Bougainville Revolutionary Army. And by showing clear straight that I'm not the force, he come outside, now come inside the Bougainville, and by showing this straight. So what they have to do? Only must stop him. Only must stop him or send line no can go. And the question is, you just all got right. Look, I'm killing more people blow you yet. Now losing 20,000 lives. Now this line, you stop him all one. You know no saving place for you. Huh? Because you didn't make it. We must be clear on this thing. We must be truthful about this. So no can hide about no can talk. So me like him, you me or parliamentarians, we must know where we came from. We must know our struggles. We must know that we have been humiliated by these people who came and killed us. Last one talk me like making in terms of democratic principles and human rights. Me like talk this is parliament and democratic parliament or communist or ruled by dictators. You tell me, honorable members of this honorable house, through you, Mr. Speaker. I think it's a democratic parliament. It's a place where they make laws on behalf of the people through the will of the people and for the people. The time this kind of person will come up, this parliament will go act unconstitutional, because constitution ain't belong yet and making. So time allows him this belong, this independence. That's unconstitutional. You can't do that because you have already put it in your constitution and enable it for the Bougainvilleans to vote in the referendum. So me no looking one the reason why by already rousing this vote where anything come to this house in 2003 or 2 time will be amended this constitution or some people may be informing this honorable house. So me ask him question, Mr. Speaker. So I'm this democracy and blow on a white man, that's all. Democracy and blow red skin, that's all. Now what about us, the black skins? The Bougainvilleans who are the black skins here, who are also covered by the democratic principles. Why can't they give us what we have voted for and what we have suffered for? And we have when we have honored the democratic principles. You give it to me. It is Timor. Ustativ giving them this recognition. It went through the same process. They died, they had a war. 75% voted for independence. Indonesian parliament, who was a Muslim parliament, they recognized them and ratified them and they gave them independence. So what are you saying that democracy is not good? It's not good. The Republic Socialist Indonesia, who's a Muslim country, and we give you more regional rights? That question must come back to us, and we see who is really the democratic country. So it's Timor Leste. A Muslim country gave them. Not a democratic country, but a Muslim country. Also, me like emphasizing here, Lord, this honorable house. Thank you, Vice President. Thank you, Speaker. Now, President, of course, Lord, this report, statement, blow you blah. Now, me will uncovering a lot of things that must be said so that the future generation will also know, and the parliamentarians of Papua New Guinea must know, and that they must exercise the duty with due care. No can come up big like monkey. Especially time you blow respecting statesmen blow me blah. Say Pukatemu. You blow on bully man, talk him. Now he's a big man. And put him penalty on top of him. Now I make him sir long him. Now I mean head of state lo this country too. One time also Michael Somali, se Peter Pata, and all this blah. Big nights who's had to live pass away. So one time this blah, Mr. Speaker, I think I have said enough. I think my frustration is now cured. I'm happy that I have thrown it out. Now me put him, now by you me carry him. And me ask him, last plan now, last appeal blow me, Honorable Prime Minister Prata blow me, please. You look back long video blow you, look back long speaker, look back long all one and something been transpire. Now you me straighten, now you me go back to Parliament, want them barely see, now you me ratify me independence for Bougainville. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minister for Police.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Pastor Long, Honorable President, Vice President, not long you too, Mr. Speaker, don't talk out, not talk through, talk straight, not talk through, don't want something even come up. Mr. Speaker, before me start talk with me on this debate, me like walk on the topic sebastian, and all games, rugby, soccer, any games, it's about the referee. Now this is the referee and this is the boss man. And we can make him a winning game or losing game. Now you want the team, you have at the same time, this is the referee, is in field, you have in his, and by making you lose. So by working on them, you don't ups and down, sorry do you yet stop. You must start planning. Working plan now, strategize. How can we win this game against the referee? Now, me believe also, Mr. Speaker, Bougainville, you may come up with this time now. Now, it's a debate, long, only been walking behind long, Dr. Mara's statement, and walking, me hamumas also, and being come up, because long this debate long all, only been shown true color long all. True color only been shown this long this time. Partisan committee been working report long em. Because today me bless sabe. And me good plan been working on debate long this have now been working on touch long one in something on not talk long ratification. Today only I let him me bla or same Bougainville me bla no now giving you bla this independence bla work long fight long em stop. Now by me working on them. You may ready, strategize. Have him talk to the vice president. Have him talk to the president. Now, me blah, look at the members. One time more people, blah, me blah. You must behind him, think blah, now. You may stop one time, united. Now, you may move. Or signal, na signs, you may look in finish. Or you walking don't have. So, I like to also, government, IBC government, me at me looking, you got some or something come up long him. Now, me walk on talk also. Any time now, though you must prioritize him, this is independence ready, belong to the constituencies. Now you must prioritize him too, law and order. You give him priority on law and order. Now more funding he must go on, this is two something me mention him. Why me talk also? Because me talk also because you me sabe Papua New Guinea now, and me shifting focus from him now. From the economy, or some calling what the Mibla no economy, you mean all right, or you go now on law and order. Now, me like the whole only looking more same pang on the mind for giving me this economy Mibla work on need him, yeah, or is shifting on law and order now. But me like the whole same, no assembly you bla Papua New Guinea, no assembly you bla. Fight, or when something will come up on Hablo you bla. You bla work kill him all Mary. Fight, tighting neck hand blow. No got lap. Now you don't want to cook him all. Come on then. You don't want to be working this. No assembly you will Papua New Guinea. You won't talk now. You know got law and order problem. You got law and order problem no have. No can walk over game and talking about. Me like to go same. Government blow me bla, stress now. Enough long or say talk long this land about this la. You meet tintin now or some talk. Vice President Dimitro Mobinis or some how we ready? You must prepare now. You may look inside business. You may look in business or some what work on now. Go long or no not giving you me. All look at along all. Belden Nama, me like talk or some. Sorry don't call me or some. You honorable Belden Nama. But on time you walk in passing or some, you saw go on courthouse, now you saw a cannabis bench, now you saw assault in church. I'm on him. Him disciplined man, and politician, and senior politician. You are a criminal. You too are Mr. Kanman, you about him. What have you done? This offense have been committed no have. People offense have been committed. No got man on the ground. He not going to touch him church. Time him stop in salon courthouse long him na book long proceed one over court stop long him. So go honorable Belden Nama did it. Na PNC no been punishment. Bougainville loosen thing on Papua New Guinea. Let's make it our own decision to become a nation on our own. We have everything. Or 3 years around this ground, yeah? Nobody want him. So me like to host him. Leaders, you may go back from place below you, talk to all people below you. Now, declare him independence ready below you on 1 constituency, government, providing this funding. No can work, must get all number something now. Providing funding, from this independence ready below you constituencies, not to providing funding, no, prioritizing this law and order situation long here. I mean, no same long, but since I look to talk to me, law and order problem. Bougainville's law and order is manageable. He no one people law and order long here. No man, that two one one and even come up. Long hagen nothing. Only killing man, only killing Mary. Now no one talk me black. Only walk on pioneer excuse. No trauma on me blan about name blow me. But you miss enough strong. You got all money looks up you miss stop. One time this la. Me like to course him. We'll go through God by blessing you me. Bougainville.
Honorable Minister, before you sit down, me like you come out in this word criminal.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Me talk sorry. Now me withdraw this word criminal. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Honorable Member for Chitalato.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Me too be making a supportive brief statement no matter of importance concerning Bougainville process, political process. First time me acknowledge Mr. na comment with my Honorable President, Bro Yumi, Ismail Turama, the Vice President, all ministers, Speaker and the team, Dimi, Secretary on the Mogada, BMAT, for their leadership and commitment guiding the Bougainville independence consultation and for successfully larim this national bipartisan team i-autumn report lo walk about Buyumi o Bougainville. Na two lo this process belong sessional order. I mean, very important milestone for Bougainville. The journey towards resolving the Bougainville political future. Now, it demonstrates our commitment to dialogue, consultation, and peaceful process under the Bougainville Peace Agreement. Mr. Speaker, we like talking Yumi House also, you stand up strong. Now, walk about. Long larim ratification by come up, now you may look him decision. But this part, 3/4 majority means by 89 members by vote. Misabe, all by vote. Only sabe finish the process. Suppose only Paul yet. All must go through long all gata process where Minister, Punghao, Dr. Longen, all consultations have been come up since fourth government or fourth house have been set up. They've been starting these law consultations. So, me set up, lo talk out tools, I think, time Belden Lama been staff law opposition, and no one sapphire up. Maybe all NEC or government ipasim finish na, talking lo make a comment against you. But you must stand up strong. And me la comment also. Process blow you sabe finish by mixing la independence. Time is coming soon, on the 1st of September 2027. You must ready me yet. Let's find ways, government. Find him alabim. Lo display, triple prong you will work lo use him lo to pot house. Domestic, internal, na international. Now international la. Na Lloyd's metal staff pinis ha. So find him sampla mo yet. Bali give me kai. Na sanapim yumi ready lo independence to develop in Bougainville. To repeat the whole story, yumi o kata sabe. National government too sabe finish. So why now popular national MPs blow you not been working out? Point of order against this law. Session order siya. Naku toltuan kan wan temple na nama. Passing mouse blong all finish ha. So you can repeat him. Bougainville issues. Emi oklo tokosam. I'm so short pa talk blow me. Inside this house. We come out there, people marking me. We are chips at our own dignity. Laga, stand up strong. Now you make kisses like independence, the 1st of September 2027. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable the Minister for Education.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, me to me sanap marking all people wami long. Lo talk lo display big issue. Along this plus statement where President Iwokim, the Vice, na Speaker. Me like start off some. Maret lo Bougainville one time Papua New Guinea was not our choice. It was a choice of the colonial masters. We were treated as mere piece of wood that wouldn't make any decision for itself. Papua New Guinea today, fully knowing well the history of how Bougainville became part of Papua New Guinea. Today, lo mimi looking molsem, only pass him aitasol. Only pass him aitasol. Only pass him head long only pass him tinting long. They don't want to see Bougainville prosper. This choice has tied us down for generations. Long you mean not making one but thinking what you mean. Long make him so that you may even develop to a stage where as we have aspired. And therefore, no plenty time, no history. As mentioned, no display. History blow you me. How we have come about. I coming up long time me kisim province of government. Na I coming up long autonomy. And time you me work like go come up on independence. Where Papua New Guinea yet is amending constitution long I'm not giving you me this right. At the end, AG one part time you put him good straight. Long very own nest long inside the national parliament. You've been told Papua New Guinea you treat me plausum One pa host you bring him long drink water, but you work lo deny him long drink this water. So long me, honorable members, me looking awesome, the whole process that Bougainvillea and me walk about inside Long one time Papua New Guinea was all failure. It was totally a waste of money. No, you may behind me slap process come. All get the agreement. The fact that there was no debate on the floor of parliament also questions the democracy in Papua New Guinea and on the floor of the national parliament. People, the members, should have, they must have given this right to now debate all these issues. We can still recall, one perhaps display even the bipartisan committee. The bipartisan committee, I didn't hear any evidence what the people of Papua New Guinea actually said along this time bipartisan committee and around. You know that it was a waste of money, it was a waste of resources going throughout the nation, seeking people's view, which wouldn't be tabled on the floor of parliament. It was a waste of resources. I can still remember in one of the JSP meetings, the chairman of the bipartisan committee, Dr. Alan Marat, was telling the JSP that 90% of Papua New Guineans are saying, give it to them. Let them go. Maybe stop like me are in Prime Minister and me react. Automatically. All man knows how long when I'm something look long. You give him this right long people to now express their views as to what they think about Bougainville. Now yet, you can stop him. You can talk on no sorry. They are all human beings like you. They should be given that respect, that right to express their will. You know, you leader, that's what you do. Look at most of all that must be himself like me. So me look at most of this whole process. It was also a total failure. Me like put him that amongst on this whole consultation blow you me got neutral body and been around one time you me. We had the scrutiny of the United Nations long over the process where you may come. Blow this kind time when these things are swinging just one way. Behind him like one partner taso. Where do we stand? Where does the neutral body stand? I'm all thinking you must look longer. Going forward, me look at you may stop now you may look. You may stop now you may look. You may stop him or something like you may look. When him something by come up. So that you can reach, strategize. Look, long. When I'm all options, you can take him. Now you can walk about one time. President, otherwise, I am confident that we are all in your capable hands. All we have to do is go back to our people, tell them the truth, and then ask them to all work together with us to make sure that we start to prepare our own constituencies, our people, long this blood, time this lot, walk about and walk long, go come up tougher, so that you meet together. It can make him easy, long you may let long this lot walk about play me. Bougainville has reached a point of no return. We will not even return if we are not given that right to drink from that well. With this, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
No member for Kongara.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Nabmakim, all people of Milo Kongara, constituency who certainly fight, na only die, for the freedom and the independence of Bougainville. Me talk thank you long, Tripla Leader Mambla Yumi, the Honorable President, Honorable Vice President, the Honorable Speaker of the House. Thank you long, presenting, putting forward Tripla statement in response, long or report where me Chairman of the Bipartisan Committee, na Minister for Bougainville Affairs, me table on the floor of the National Parliament. Misana baksilo Tripla Leader Mamblong, Jumi, satoli table in this statement. Now, me like pick him out from the statement of President, where me talk, history speak for itself. Me like talk out clear also, history of Bougainville, me talk also, Bougainville is not Papua New Guinea originally and historically. Bougainville is Solomon Island. We have fought this revolution, war, to bring Bougainville back to its original boundary. The original boundary where God set him. God made boundary, not man-made boundary. Despala where Yumioklo Paipat Antablongem colonial ship that may come up, or the Surikin boundary, now only put him Bougainville to Papua New Guinea. Me liking to this statement where leader of command business and also married belong Bougainville married one time Papua New Guinea eminal which belong people of Bougainville. Then two belong married. Suppose married for two blah, you know, good blah. All the time, two blah by side fight all the time. Two blah by got uneasy life. We have fought this war to bring Bougainville back to its original history that is defined by our cultural similarities, like starting from Nisan, Gosalo Solomon, Niplaulo Mambu line. That's our culture. Boundary that is defined by our skin color. Salonisa Nigoson, Mipla am all black, one time Solomon Island. Now Mipla cut social Taiwan to Solomon Island from the ancient days. Mipla trade one time more. So this boundary and planting more something is defining. We Bougainvilleans know where we stand and where we came from and who we are. Who we are is our identity. And where we belong is our citizenship. Our citizenship, we are the principal landowners of this land. Called the provincial government based North Solomon, Bougainville. Under Blongan, we probably fight one-time system, where all the colonials masters only being introduced me come. System where making me play come about slave long ground on me play. System where me taking my look the rights below me play.
right to live peacefully on our land, that right was taken away. We didn't have fish before the Bougainville crisis. We were all living with fear on our land. Tay naidi kamap, no one plaman, Mary naplong raw ni miet. Oh, by killing them, that right was taken away. Now tete, people are retaining back this right. All mama, or can walk about all year all night. Something people are in pile and people are achieving peace. May I talk sabe? Partly people are achieving peace, freedom. Peace, people are achieving peace. We are peaceful people. Lo buka ike walk about all year all night. No one problem now ni lampo bakarapi meu. You know, some not represent us. That's what we have fought for. God give us freedom of independence. We have achieved it. What we have fought for. We have fought to retain back our land right that is taken away by the colonial powers. Now calling Girambo people state land. Time me to state land. Emino Girambo government. But Girambo queen. Girambo mipla Bougainville and come up. Girambo queen state. We have fought to move away from that system where head of state and queen and create our own system. And that's what we are working on today. Mipla will work on come up in homegrown constitution blow Mipla. So that Mipla by government system blow Mipla yet. Mr. Speaker, yes, true to mass. After me hearing statement of Prime Minister, time of raising point of order, time saya pukatemu ibu raising question on 3/3 majority vote. Time me hari moso only passing finish lo benam, mi bin belas teret. But thank you, Speaker, lo you clearing me with. Isa lo statement lo you tetelo money mi talk. Thank you, teret. Okay. Long referendum vote, me like to call them in a long legal process for election. Our election must come up. Once time, candidate and declare winner and finish. On Narabla losing candidate, they are given 40 days appeal period. Within that 40 days, or must appeal. Suppose only know how election may be run. But within that period, Papua New Guinea, you have been given 14 days appeal period. Now, you know, making one lyric talk. You will stop instead. You will stop opening mouth time, Facebook consultation, and come up with Kokopo. Now, you will talk lyric that's all. Then, second consultation, you come up with Wabak, you will talk big plan. Now, today, mouse problem or big plan finish. Now, people are looking finish. Total lion come up under the parliament. Where people are yet respect him. People are looking finish. When people are Bougainville, he looking. What about Lomipla? I mean, very simple. People only talk about finish. Today, candidate, independence, and stop also winning candidate. And stop also winning candidate. No got more talk. Ratiban tasol. Give it tasol come. Maskilong plenty talk yaman about. Antablo people's parliament.
Maybe take now let's finish. We want independence. With that, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, people of Bougainville and Papua New Guinea. God bless us all.
Honorable Minister for Lands.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Me like taking this time lo making more line lo milo not nasoi. Me like talk sabe also independence for Bougainville is not negotiable. I'm not that. How people have voted for independence 97.7. Me blog our leaders in Mr. Vincelos Laos. This is a power. Only you me come lawyer. We have to talk on that voice. Marape Prime Minister of this country, you know got right to take him this freedom. How people have voted for independence. Belden Nama, you know got this right to as well. Lord, take him this right. People of Bougainville have voted. Now this is right, then Papa go to give me blah. You cannot just take it. Using the Constitution. You are the person where using the Constitution. Now you killing me blah to Bougainville. You have a lot of cases in Bougainville, or South Bougainville. Now me are him to pay the got case below you Belanama. You know got one reconciliation you work in Bougainville yet. You are not a hero. You came here to Medhas. And now you come up member of parliament, you can talk using that constitution. We will not listen to that constitution anymore. Because that's a constitution that you used to kill us, to suppress us. Namibla go through suffering for 10 years. And we have a lot of our relatives, when we plan to retrieve him yet, Lo Solwara, Lo Giraun, Lo Boost, and the jungle. I think you should be the man who should come reconcile, not talking about where our dead bodies are. So that you look good on the floor of parliament. And Marape, I'm schoolmate below me and one lot below me. It's very sad to know that today's speaker make him clear. This agreement or reaching a majority on the vote of parliament was never discussed. And it's a shame that as a leader of this country, time Bougainville and Mugulukanta below you. Mibla too, or line or schoolmate below you, look up people one time, Mibla stop. We are part of you. You must consider Mibla. Mibla, we look below you and supporting you too. All the people below me, Loris House, ministers, all members below me, Narabla side, let's stay strong. 2 months that's all you may move. You may get July and August. Let's encourage our people. Till the land. You may walk. This issue of parliament that will come up will not threaten us, will not make us reverse. Me no say reverse lombla something. Me no got reverse gear neutral. Me say forward lo constituency lo me. Me forward because me already in constituency lo me lo panguna mine. Before mining take place, my people of House of Representatives, you may work hard. People lo look at antab lo you me. This is a noise when we come up lo parliament, lo national parliament. More people go look antab lo you me. What are we going to tell them? As soon as you me out this weekend, let's tell them that we leaders for you, we are in tech, we are strong stuff. We are with the president. Now me like to thank you, you me, has stayed this weekend, you me pass him on amendment bill. Thank you, you support him. Because President Lomibla has a claim of strategy ahead of the government of Papua New Guinea. Based on we talk, you know that economy. And now economy will mean tech. Me already in constituency will me not necessary because me gateway. Me look out in triple economic corridor, ready to panguna mine. That's why me go work hard. While I'm doing my work, you all do your work. Because that panguna mine time me open. He may already finish the stuff. So me talk thank you, Loibla. He may pass him this amendment bill last day. And because by me looking kai long him lost all the time. Exploration license in 5 years, President and me go mastermind him this blah. To make sure that they me peel him. Money back home as soon as possible. Time Papua New Guinea go play more tactic long him. using all arms. No, I'm missing who is not a threat to us. I'm not threat to blah. And we see one time all what is doing in this own place. I'm not come to town na carry all arms. Talk about Southern Islands. Arms pull up. Who's that to supply? Maybe politician in the parliament. Wabe gani pull up. All miss mere come up lo pogera, lo mine side. We have seen that. Bougainville are peaceful people. And don't make excuse of arms that we go to threat or to another war. We will never go to another war. That war is over. Now people look forward to prosperity. And our mind is in place. And we're ready now. So on this note, thank you. Ogara, you must stop strong. It's a second time for 2 months only. 2 months until August. Now you must have some go to a timing load or something. Struggle blow me, pain blow you me. I'm stop hand big man. Marape midla one low to one time. We STAs. It's good we speak the truth. Now you bring people of Bougainville. Now you bring people of Bougainville, you do by free. Probably by free. Because some one heavy you call him stop. Let us go. Thank you. Honest note, Honorable Speaker. Lord, make him really comment. Thank you.
Member Blow South Nasio.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, Lord, give me legal opportunity. Lo maximum people below South Nasio, lo contribute, lo statement, lo President, lo Vice President. Thank you, lo Vice President, President, lo statement, lo tupla. Me like to go this la waka about below me pla. Come lo peace process. It come the referendum, and process where United Nations, na international community, only lukulu lohen. You enemy, emi supervising, emi lukulu lohen. It come up. So the international community is watching Papua New Guinea. Is watching. When something you agree to law, you agree to law, to allow him referendum lo Bougainville, you must make him. International community work law, what? And something we will lead us to the national parliament, we will not clear. Only must sabe that this process is sanctioned by law. Plenty of tokosem, law no allow him, but law allow him. Law allow him. United Nations, you look sabe lo him. They are party to the peace agreement, and the international community only party to the agreement, peace agreement. So look, Papua New Guinea, how you work law treat him. This is the process law. Independence from Bougainville. You must honor him, Papua New Guinea. You must have to honor peace agreement. It talk. Outcome law referendum. Outcome law referendum. And by me talk lo him. By tupla government by talk lo him. Now outcome him independence. Now you me talk finish. You me talk finish so. National government. You must have to ratify him. You have that responsibility. You have that responsibility through law. You've been sensing law. You must ratify him. Now endorse him. You have that responsibility. Law make him. And the referendum will come up. Now people have voted. People have spoken. The Bokan Williams has spoken through the ballot. 97.7%. So national government, you must act in good faith. You must act in good faith. Now using good judgment or leaders from national government, now ratify this law, vote to referendum, so that good president by star between Bougainville and Papua New Guinea behind time, a pathway that Bami can discuss him. Bami must discuss him. Good pathway, friendly neighbors. Friendly neighbors. You may tie up through the marriage, through the trade, through the culture, also kind of something. So we have the responsibility, law. Come up on the pathway, going forward. Going forward, so national government, you got responsibility. You got responsibility to ratify this law. This is a process. This is a process, and we come up through the law, and we legal, and mandated. So am I wrong? Am I wrong long Tokosem law no allow him? Law did allow it, so am responsibility law. Government, law you, law making good judgment in good faith, na ratify vote blow referendum for independence lo Bougainville. Sampla komentari mi pla go kisim lo sablo law and order. Mi pla very peaceful. Mi pla very peaceful Bougainville. One of the peaceful regions in Bakarap. Maski mi post-conflict to peace start. Unlike some provinces, is a big Bakarap. Lo elections time, na long time too. So harms, no problem. Lo, it's being contained. UN, verify harms. Lo allowing referendum. Lo allowing referendum. So it's not an issue. You know, big Bakarap come up. Lo here lo Bougainville. So incorrect. Lo toko se mi plus tablo threat. Lo law and order. Nogat. Bougainville one peaceful region of Papua New Guinea. Suppose you ratify him, nasogaman. Ulan something by make him. 25,000 people Bougainville die. The genocide that you will make him. The genocide that you enforce him upon the people of Bougainville. The atrocities. The atrocity come up. And hard lo mi lose thinking. And hard. What are you going to do about that? And people heavy. You must understand him. You must make him decision one time understanding. People bakarap come up lo side lo mi so. Emi time now. Lo work one time. Mipla na making this possible. Ratify and result lo mipla possible. You work lo toko se mipla no ready. Capacity. That's what you've been developing over the years. You've been developing over the years, capacity, block governance. I'm same part of people behind him. So we need you. We need you to help people along pathway. You know, now say away, so that we create that relationship, that Kubla relationship pathway for both of us. For both of us. Going forward into the future. So honorable members, mi plus time, important time, where you must have resolute, understanding, as this issue has been discussed on the floor of Parliament, belong national government. So, mi plus by no lose thinking to this issue for self-determination, na freedom. The rest of Papua New Guinea must clear too. Issue lo mi plan lo mi start lo one time mine, one time panguna mine. Be po yet. Currently kupla education will come up. Regional member give him kupla summary lo background lo this la issue, this la crisis. So Papua New Guineans, national leaders must understand him all this la lo all historical facts being presented on the floor of Parliament, establish literature, so that Kupla decision can come up. Kupla decision can come up, ratify referendum, na Kupla pathway, we can come up in going forward for two countries, Papua New Guinea, na Bougainville. Issue of independence na finish, and me like him yet, by ego yet, because something, stop hard to every Bougainvilleans. Mi pla lik hari mini independence na big pla. Now lik blow mi oklo harim. By go ahead. Dino na finish. Stop brute and blood of Bougainvilleans. We are breathing it. We are living it. And we want it. And we want it good. So Papua New Guinea, we must cooperate. Give us that right. Give us that freedom. And by me planning Kupla pathway forward. Lo mitupla tupla one time must stop. Awesome. Kupla neighbors supporting one another, looking upon one another in the Pacific, in the Melanesia. Thank you long online supporting me through Papua New Guinea. So this la cause. Inside the parliament, na other side of provinces. We just start one time you pla. But we will be good friendly neighbors. We will be good friendly neighbors behind. So, it very important. You may map him out. Good pathway. Papua New government, you have a responsibility by law. Letting Bougainville go as a prepared option for independence. You have the responsibility. Now you must make him good. Everybody is happy and give us that freedom. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I think in our member was a distant black talk by no staff, but Vice President, you can give him all remarks on their behalf. Before I call him, to me like him, just a brief statement. The purpose belong speaker, even working this plus statement, and clear him what I call misrepresentation, even come up. It is not only unusual, but it's not in order for a speaker of another parliament long talk law one something he come up inside the debate. But I think this is a case where I needed to make this point because in me work deal one time matter where I think we must do everything in good faith, one time sample integrity. So law display, me like toggle same too. I've spent 25 years in the national parliament, and I respect the integrity of the institution, and I'm part of that institution. Now, Dr. Miwokim is only in relation to what transpired in the discussions we had in terms of trying to find a pathway law on sessional order tupla speaker JSB na Melanesian agreement even accord him or make him also we have to go down that path. One time display, may I call him Vice President.
Speaker, thank you. Me concluding proceedings by saying in response to your Tok Blong Melanesian agreement going forward, my position is currently the Melanesian agreement is dead in the water. You know what meaning? True, loimi long, continue long. Negotiate, time you miss a long end of it. It's an impossibility. Now, having said that, Mr. Speaker, me talk the only option in order to resuscitate him, ongoing talks, this original motion, 3/4, must be revoked. Must be revoked. Now, new motion, it must go inside, where Parliament can vote lo display voting threshold where we reflect in position lo tupla government. Because position lo ABG has always been simple majority. Because new procedure where it not prescribed voting majority, and therefore based on relevant standing orders na provisions of legislation and position below ABG, which suppose you read him good statement belong speaker today, sum him up good. Because you know what, because in the absence of a prescribed voting threshold, then simple majority must be the one adopted. So that has always been our position. Only because sessional order, I mean new plus something, where you know that prescribed voting threshold long. National government's position has always been 2/3 majority. An argument long also, if the ratification is successful, and by attracting constitutional amendments, and I repeat what the Speaker has just said. Sa semi-attractive constitutional amendment, ay mo amendment ya, oligat procedure na voting threshold long ulit. You know, also you by ratification by successful, and then we just suddenly move away. Let me make you clear that in having a successful ratification, back at big plan need long make him some constitutional amendment, one time or legislative amendment. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm confident if the national government is listening that we have again offered an option for them to save face. Now, putting back this discussion on the table because I'm sorry, I'm being pushed into a corner. Give him confidence to the national government. Time you make it up in BCA. The Bougainville Constituent Assembly, you can argue, you can amend, now you can adopt. The solo motion that is slip before the BCA. Maybe talk this adoption niya, by me no kan surukiat longan. By me argue, na amend suppose you may like. Adoption niya behind. Because you may like give confidence lo this preferred option, where the national government block him. Now, yeah, we make him clear lo this house. If the national government doesn't move, maybe by bringing back new motion, he come lo Bougainville House of Constituent Assembly. When now, Mama Law, you may can amend him, now adopt him. Because it's only on adoption that you may not set him date long independence. So, whilst we're in all of this situation, Mr. Speaker, me believe we got option that is available. The national government, through the relevant ministers or officers, only must kirap na take him this lameta feda. This is Lomi. Over the last couple of years, Mr. Speaker, when we embarked on this independence agenda, our greatest challenge was not the national government. Our greatest challenge was Yumi et al. Bougainville. You may question him all member, you may cross him all member, any initiatives that this government made, or some independence readiness, you may complain, I talk, I'm wasting money, now wasting time. They tell me, talking to you have no choice. You think the national government give you free this independence? Now you cross along all this program, independence readiness. Are you ready? You this man, you complain. You this Bougainville, you complain. No, you man, you kaya good long, kaya basket long or sample line. Now you walk through my arrow come. Tete, me reduce me today, me putting back this responsibility come you me one. It's no longer enough to argue the independence agenda. Central to this argument, Yumi must make sure Yumi independence ready. And Mr. Speaker, me making this commitment. Go back along all department, in our relevant department, and make sure this walkabout long independence preparedness. We have to take it seriously if we haven't taken it seriously previously. May repeat him in conclusion that this independence I mean no long Tolai, no Papua, no Manus, no Simbu, no Tari, no Bewani Nambaut, or Westipik. This independence employ Yumi. So me must ask him this, ask him. Lord, this is Independence Day. Family blow me and by all 7M. Clan blow me by all 7M. Other independence ready? School blow me by all 7M. Now constituency blow me by all 7M. Is there enough economic activity? Occupy him, now make him man marry independent. At this juncture, me like make him clear law administration. Good plan initiative. Minister Nishira been bring him. Long independence constituency, what do you call this? Stimulation package, yeah. You blow administration, you failed us. You not reflecting again the budget. Where one constituency must keep up economic activity. You blow administration, do you have the independence interest in your heart? So no God, give way. Give way. Now let them all patriots, or they run him all this issue. We expect him all kind of issue, also in this constituency stimulation package. Calculate him one constituency, kiss him Hamas, balance long and you bring him back long. Budget long next year. All new plan line, give him all new plan money. Also more we sign number out here. One them all Barawa number out now. So, Mr. Speaker, me like one belly stop. This is a hot issue, but me like Tokol Sem. You may cross na talk, na remind him national government responsibility belongan. Me believe it that discharging our responsibilities is equally as important. Thank you.
Honourable members, the question is that the statements that have been debated on the floor by the President, the Vice President, and the Speaker's statement, that the Parliament take note of those statements. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The Leader of Government Business.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I now move that the House adjourns to tomorrow at 10 a.m. Honourable members, Speaker, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, suppose we have some statements from the ministers, and if we can clear those statements by lunchtime, you can adjourn to NAPLA meeting or lunchtime. So it's just a couple of statements from the ministers. Now you can adjourn along NAPLA sitting date. Yeah.
Honourable members, question you also that you may adjourn in Parliament now. Those in favour say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Honourable members, this House is adjourned until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
And there you have it. Viewers na listeners, Parliament sitting Blayumi long Tete Avenue, and me adjourned also Speaker italk until tomorrow morning long 10 o'clock. Long good plalo listeners we only been stopping tune one time mipla along NBC Bougainville and those who are watching us live on Bougainville Parliament TV, on the YouTube channel. We thank you so much for being with us, and we look forward to joining you when the Parliament resumes tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bougainville Standard Time. But a quick recap on the session this afternoon. We were able to hear the statement by the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Simon Pentanu, explaining the sessional order that was presented, and him making his remarks on the procedures. And following that, we had the Vice President, Attorney General, Honorable Ezekiel Massat, also presenting his statement. Na after long this platupla statement now, debate been on, long discussing lo statement lo Vice President, lo Speaker, na tu lo statement lo President where me been presenting lo morning part of the session. So this plan now emi pinisim Parliament sitting blayumi long Tete Avenue, Thursday, number 11 day Blomoon, June 2026. Na Parliament mi adjourn, mi look forward long joining you can long 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.